Hi guys, welcome to Sported. I'm Shane, and for today's video I want to talk about the Champions League results last night. A massive night for the English teams who all recorded victories. Arsenal, Newcastle and Man City all win. Could it be Arsenal's season? Could they win the Champions League? Could they win the Premier League? It's certainly looking good at the moment, isn't it? Newcastle down Jose Mourinho's Benfica. He will not like that one bit. And Man City, are they a one-trick pony as Erling Haaland scores again? So lots to talk about. Let's get into it. But firstly, let's do a rundown of the results. So from Sky Sports website, you've got PSV 6, Napoli 2. Great result for the Dutch team downing the Italian champions. Bayer Leverkusen 2, PSG 7. For me, PSG still, they're the champions. They're the favourites this season, and look at that result. Leverkusen obviously missing some big players and manager from last season, finding their feet, but Luis Enrique's done a fabulous job there. They're looking really strong, champions, and looking like the favourites once again. But Arsenal 4, Atletico Madrid 0. Not many teams turn over Atletico 4-0. Really, really impressive result from Arsenal, so we'll talk a bit more about them in a second. FC Copenhagen 2, Dortmund 4. Great result for the German team. Newcastle 3, Benfica 0. Jose will hate that. Absolutely hate that. Coming back to England. Eddie Howe doing a fantastic job at Newcastle. Such a really good, understated manager. Really, really like him. And Anthony Gordon really starting to step up now, showing form and showing why he's in the England team, not just in the squad, and his output starting to increase as well. Showing, really starting to find form and a real talented player. Villarreal 0, Man City 2. Erling Haaland score again. Great result for Man City away from home in Spain, and they're quietly going about their business. Look like they've got their mojo back, don't they, Man City? So they're a team to keep an eye on, shall we say. And lastly, Union Saint-Gilloise 0, Inter Milan 4. So great result for the Italians as well. But I want to talk a bit more about Arsenal. So in previous seasons, Arsenal have been there or thereabouts. They've always choked. They've always kind of faltered at the last, or they haven't had the striker. They lack goals. Defence has never been a problem. Now they've signed Victor Gyökeres, who looks... He's had some stick. He's had some criticism from pundits and fans. But for me, and he's gone 9 games without a goal. So it's a tough time for him. But he looks like he's turning the corner. He got a couple of goals last night. He's quick, he's direct, he's strong. He's got the physicality. And he gives Arsenal a focal point. And he lets the flyers like Saka and Martinelli, that pace, they've got someone to play off. Whereas before they didn't. Havertz played there as a false kind of 9. But for me, he's not a striker. He's more of a 10. And it showed they lacked goals at times, especially in open play. Free kicks, corners, no problem. Set pieces have never been a problem, and they've continued that on this season. Gabriel's been popping up with goals, but now with Gyökeres, he'll get better. He'll get better. He's not the finished article. He may not be the solution long term, but I think he's better. He's getting better, and Arsenal are better with him in the team. So they're looking really strong this season. They've got quality 2 players per position. It's set up nicely this season. If they don't win something, then questions really need to be asked because they've spent a lot of money. So this should be the final piece of the puzzle. But a lot changes in football. But that's a very, very impressive result at home to Atletico Madrid. Simeone really sets his team up to be hard to beat. So very, very impressive. Let's see. Moving on to Newcastle. Great result. Newcastle, Nick Voldemar is looking really good, isn't he? Good player. Reminds me a bit of Peter Crouch. Quite underrated, talented on the ball. And he's a threat as well, isn't he? He's a threat. And it looks like he's got the personality to wear the number 9 shirt for Newcastle without issue. And like I said before, Anthony Gordon has always had the talent, and he's shown in fits and starts what he's all about. Now he's starting to step up to the plate and looks like the player that we thought he'd be. His output starting to increase. We need more. We've always said we just need more goals and more assists from him because the effort's always been there. That guy can run box to box for 90 minutes. He's a threat. He's pacey. I like him a lot. But now he's starting to weigh in with goals and assists. So, yeah, and he got a special hug from Jose Mourinho last night. So that's a really glowing endorsement, isn't it, of how he played last night. So let's see, looking good for Newcastle. And obviously a special mention to Bruno, their hero up there, their talisman, man of the match, fantastic player, isn't he? And then finally, Man City. So no one's really still not really talking about Man City. People are talking about Haaland. He seems to have got his mojo back. He's racking up the goals already. He's in 20s for the season, and it's not even the end of October yet. Really, really impressive. Pep really, going under the radar this season, but that's probably the way he'll want it. Going about their business quietly. They'll be there or thereabouts. He's probably got his eye on the Champions League as well as the Premier League. So let's see, but it's all going to make out for a really, really exciting campaign, both in the Premier League and the Champions League, and all three English teams really flexing their muscles and showing just how strong the Premier League is at the moment. So exciting times. So more to come tonight. So now it's my team, Liverpool's turn tonight. Fingers crossed. We need to get everything back on track. Everything. So fingers crossed there, because it's not been looking good, is it, for the last 4 games. But yeah, great results for the English teams. What do you think? Are Arsenal, could they win the Champions League? Could they win the Premier League? Is it their time? He's been promising it, and they've been gearing towards it. Could this be the season finally? Newcastle, how do you think they're fare in the Premier League and the Champions League? And Man City, are they in for the title run? Do you think they're there to stay? Are they back? Let's see. It's all going to make for a very, very exciting season, both domestically and internationally, and in Europe as well. So, yeah, what do you think anyway? Get your comments in. I hope you've enjoyed the video. More to come. Take care.